Hello everybody, Thrift Shop Gamer here, back again. I had a great day, put out an Instagram video and people actually responded. I was telling everybody, bring your stuff in, get good deals, and they came in. By all means, I got some really great stuff today. I decided to do what makes sense and actually put together a little bit of a plan for a video today, instead of just kind of talking off the cuff for no reason. I decided to let you guys know I have a goal. I started my store, my eBay store this past November, and I decided that my goal is to do one thing for sure. I have some numbers goals, but that's not what I'm going to be talking about here in the video, in terms of sales and other eBay statistics and things like that. I'll actually do another video and cover what some of those things mean later on and how they affect your store and your sales. But anyway, I wanted to raise some money for advertising for the store, because it is expensive to get your name out there, especially for your online presence. If you want to have a company do it, or even if you do it yourself, no matter how you do it, it costs some money. Getting physical ads out there, we already have some on some local restaurant placemats and mugs and things, which that costs a lot of money too, just a lot of money. A lot more than what I realized it would. So my idea was, I want to make this business be able to advertise without having to take it from anywhere else, not from Richie's eBay, not from the actual store sales in here. Wanted to see what I could do. So what you have, what I had to do and what goes into it is doing a lot of research, doing a lot of research, picking what platform you want to sell on, focusing on a certain type of item per se, and I'll get into that. Where you're going to source those items, where you're going to get your products from, and how are you going to acquire them, managing your expenses and your time. Those are the most important things, research being the absolute most. When you're going to be starting an eBay store and you want to do something, you need to put a lot of research in, and you need to find out what's selling, how it's selling, how to do the listings, what makes your listings look good, and also know what your customers are looking for as well. Now, in terms of research, how you're going to go about that, you can do it a number of ways. Now, for me here, it really wasn't as difficult because I already know, just from prior experience and also dealing with the customers that walk into my store, what's popular and what's not. You can also just simply go onto eBay itself and research. Throw in some names of some titles of things or some products that you're looking to sell, and see what people are selling them for, see how often they sell, and see how reliably you get good profit out of it, because that's really what it comes down to, what your profit margins are and how much sales you want to make. What was next here? Focusing on a certain item. Now, you want to make sure you pick something that you actually feel good about, something that you can feel confident and you know about, because you don't want to get customers asking you questions about your items without knowing the answers. Now, granted, you're not going to know everything, and the internet's a wonderful place. It's a glorious way of finding any information that you want, but you want to make sure that you have something that you have a particular fondness for. A lot of other people on YouTube and other places will tell you to start selling things that you currently own to get an idea as to what the process is like, and that's very true. It's definitely a good idea to start with some things you have, whether it be things that you know are valuable, things you don't want anymore. Get used to the eBay platform, get used to how to sell, and get used to what fees and expenses you're going to incur along the way. That way you don't go out and start sourcing things without having any idea what you're looking for, or what you're looking into, or what your profit margins are. It's very important to know those things before you even go out. Because, yeah, it's great to take chances on things, but if you're just getting started and you don't have a lot of money, you don't want to waste it on things that are not going to get you sales and the profits that you need. So that's why a lot of people say that, and I think there's merit to it. Everybody has their own answers, has their own methods. I'm not saying that one is right versus another. It's just what I personally agree with. But when it came down to it, I found that the things that I wanted to go for, I wanted to see if I could make money selling just media, video games, and small electronics. I don't go crazy with the electronics, but DVDs, Blu-rays, video games, video game accessories, video game strategy guides, things like that. And I did that because I really like video games. I really do. And I do like movies. I'm not as much of a movie buff as some of my friends, but I definitely know a lot about it, and that's why I went for that as well. And small electronics like cell phones and handheld gaming systems, I also have a lot of experience with. So it made it very easy for me to hop into those niche markets to know what I'm talking about, and know how to describe the items and get the items out there, and where to find them. And where do I get my stuff? That was the next thing I had to figure out. Where am I going to go to get my things? There's a lot of ways. The fact that I have the stores here, that makes it one avenue very easy. People bring things to us, and we purchase them from them and go from there. That's an easy way of doing it. But other than that, you can search on Facebook. Facebook Marketplace is a great free place to go, whether you're looking to buy or sell, to be honest with you. And a lot of times people will sell things in bulk, or you'll find a lucky deal with somebody that doesn't have their stuff priced the way it should be. You know, it's underpriced, whether it be on purpose or not. Maybe they're just trying to liquidate things, get rid of it, whatever the case may be. You know, you can find good deals on there. Craigslist, of course, another free option. OfferUp and LetGo, great apps. Of course, everybody has their own experiences with that too. I have better experience with OfferUp versus using LetGo in terms of the people that use it and how it operates. You know, I definitely like OfferUp a little more, but there's a lot of people that swear on LetGo, and that's fine. And coming up here, it's going to be the yard sales. Yard sales, garage sales, huge. Absolutely huge. You're always going to find a ton of the stuff. When I was thinking of games and movies and stuff, I always know I see a ton of it all over the place at these sales. So come April and when all these big things happen, I'm going to be going out. I'm going to be busting my ass. I'm going to be getting all the stuff that I can, and I'm going to try to throw it on and see what kind of profit I can make. Now, so far it's going decently. I have a store that has good feedback. You know, that's something I actually failed to mention before, with relation to customers. Keeping a good feedback rating and how to do it. You know, that's also a very important thing. All of those types of things I'll get into more detail at some point, maybe in this video, maybe in another one, I'm not sure. But the other thing that you need to establish before you even get started is, what do you want your profit margins to be? What is it that you're looking to make, and how quickly are you looking to make it? Obviously, it's a challenge with just DVDs and things because there's not a lot of money to be made in it. There really isn't. Occasionally you'll find some that are going to be pretty high value that you can sell at a good price, whether it be a rare season of a TV show or an out of print, I guess that's the right term, out of print movie that you can't find anymore. You know, there's definitely ways to find higher value stuff there. My way of increasing my sales volume without really having to go with the quantity and going crazy with just movies and stuff is the small electronics. You know, cell phones are a nice boost. Video game consoles like like a 3DS or any other Game Boys or the PSPs, that kind of stuff. That's going to be a way to go to increase my sales volume without having to go nuts with just media, because there's not a lot of money to be made in it, like I said. The next thing that I will talk about here, at least briefly, is how to sell it. You know, like I said, eBay is a great thing, and other tools to use when selling. eBay's great. There's a lot of things you can do there. Obviously, a lot of people already know what it is. A lot of you probably already buy things on it and may have tried your hand at selling before and just didn't do very well or couldn't figure it out, and just don't know why. And other things that can work together with it, there's applications like Shipworks or ShipStation that allow you to manage a lot of shipments at once. For me, it works because I have a lot of media, a lot of individual orders to be filled, and it helps me keep track of them, it helps me archive them, and it helps me access it later if I need to. I also use a program called Octiva. It's actually a website, not really a program per se, but it allows me to have greater customization over my listings, give them a very appealing layout with the pictures and such. That way my descriptions look nice and clean, it's more attractive to the eye, and I can keep my description short and sweet, to the point, so that way all of it's there. And all of my shipping details and other details about my store and such are also at the bottom, and it's pre-filled. Everything's like you can create your own layouts, and it's really nice. And again, I'll do a video about that later. And if you're going to be doing a lot, I have a label printer because I have a business, like an actual brick and mortar business too, and I do, like I said, a large volume. Getting a now I can't think of a thermal, that's the word I'm looking for. Getting a thermal printer will help if you end up doing a lot of labeling, just because you're saving money on tape, you're saving money on paper, and you're saving money on ink. The next things to keep in mind when it comes to expenses, I'll move into expenses now because ShipWorks and Otiva and things like that, ShipStation, all that, they cost money. So that's something you have to keep in mind. It is an expense. If you're starting out, you're probably not going to utilize those things, but I do just because it helps me. The other thing is shipping supplies. I decided that if it won't fit in a bubble mailer like this or something smaller like this, if it doesn't fit in these, I'm not going to ship them, because shipping things can cost a lot of money. And if you're going to use just like the USPS, like the standard post office, first class is the cheapest. It's what most all movies and things fit in, so that's why I use it. Minimizes my shipping costs while still allowing me to have pretty decent profit margins with my items. So there's that. Yeah. Where was I at here? I kind of lost my train of thought for a moment. Okay. And an eBay store. If you have a lot and you're planning on using it a lot, an eBay store is very useful. You can have an eBay account and sell lots of things and make a lot of money. If you actually create a store, you can have a lot more control over sales. You can actually run, and what I mean by sales is promotions, is what I should say. You can run percentage off sales, you can have combined shipping, you can do all kinds of things that are within the framework of having an eBay store that you wouldn't necessarily have as just an eBay user. So having a store also gives you an online storefront, which helps you to have a better, it just looks better. I'll just put it that way. It just looks better, and it helps people to be able to have a better view of your items. Everything can be categorized. It looks really nice. So there's that. Just to kind of conclude it, I'm a little over 10 minutes already. To give it a nice conclusion here, I'll say that, and my phone's ringing. Why? Okay. Sorry about that little interruption there. In conclusion, all of that is all summed up, and I'm going to do more detailed things later, but my whole goal is to be able to get some money to advertise more for the more physical ads out there, whatever the case may be. All of the tools and all of the things that I just mentioned and all of the concepts involved, all the expenses, all the numbers and stuff, that's something that you get used to as time goes on. But for right now, I'm starting small. I'm not expecting to make a ton of money. Like I said, I'm not going to talk numbers on here. I just don't feel comfortable really talking about like specific sales goals and stuff. Maybe later on, if I get to be a little bit bigger, I won't mind so much. But for right now, I'm just going to leave it at that. And I'm going to do, every month, I'm going to do an update on this specific project. I decided to name it the TSG eBay Quest, the Thrift Shop Gamer eBay Quest. And you'll get to see more videos of that every month. I'll do an update, and I'll kind of give you percentage sales up and things like that, and I'll talk about that. Between now and then, I'm going to be releasing recording some more videos, kind of describing eBay a little bit more in detail. I think it'll be nice to get some of that out there, and of course, later on, when I look back at this, I'll be able to look and say, hey, I was an idiot. Why did I ever do this? Now, at least I could say, hey, I improved upon what I did by doing this. Everything I'm doing now, it's working well, and I'm hoping that it's going to stay that way. And in another year or two, I'll look back and say, wow, this is what I did. Well, guess what? I'm doing it better now, and here's how. I do like to show people some things, and I hope that I can give you guys some good knowledge and move on from there. And my Let's Plays, I definitely am going to keep up with that too. I've been lacking a little bit this week. A lot has been going on. But overall, I hope that everything is going to come out the way I want it to. I hope that you guys enjoy the channel. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit the like button. It'll help my videos get out there more. Subscribe to my channel. I definitely want to be able to show you guys everything that I do here between the TSG eBay Quest and my Let's Plays and all that fun stuff. So stay tuned for more, and I hope to see you guys, see more... I hate stuttering. I hope to see more subscriptions. I hope to see some more likes on the videos, and I will see you next time.